I Don't Get It
Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the I Don't Get It podcast. It's Ashley.
It's Lauren.
And Naz.
We're all peppy today.
I feel like we should do like a Mickey Mouse Club. It's like the Mickey Mouse Club entrances.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E,
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Well, anyway, speaking of Disney, we do have a very special guest today who like kind of is in line with your Disney childhood. You know, he had music videos air during Zoog Disney.
Oh, the best.
You guys remember Zoog Disney and how there was like 5 music videos spanned over like a 3-hour period,
And you would
just
watch.
have to watch Disney for 3 straight hours in order to see your favorite music video because there was no YouTube to go on.
No, it was the greatest.
So magical to see your music video show up.
So,
Anyway,
our guest is...
Our guest is Aaron
Aaron
Carter.
Carter.
Holy shit,
Guys, I'm literally freaking out right now because we humped Aaron Carter's pillowcase.
yeah,
I
or
humped
any
a Nick-
pillow
I
that
humped
would
a Nick,
be...
but
I had so many posters of Aaron, like, you know the little brochure that is in, like, that comes with the disc? You guys know what I'm talking about? What are those called? Like those little booklets?
yeah,
The
like
insert, the disc
Yeah,
insert.
album
but
insert.
you know how you would open it and it
Yeah.
would be like an accordion of different photos?
Yeah.
Like I would cut those up and
no,
put
you
them
didn't.
all around
You
my
ruined
room.
the inside of the CD cover.
Because I just wanted to see his face all the time.
Spectacular.
Oh my god, why couldn't you just buy a Pop Star or a Bop magazine?
Well, I did buy those too, but also those brochures had the lyrics on it, so I would cut that out and like learn all the words like that too.
Oh, I like thought of those inserts as sacred material. Like I would put my albums on display and I'd be like, this is a record to be respected. I like
I
loved
could see
it. And if
that.
they got cracked, I'd freak out. Lauren and I used to sit in the CVS aisles just going through all the magazines, figuring out which one had the best pull-out, pin-up pictures.
Yeah, it was all about the
posters.
posters.
It's all about the posters.
We should buy one of those like today.
I
and
used
see what
to
they're like
sometimes
now.
buy them during the Jonas
I
era.
bet you there's some sick Harry Styles posters in those that we're missing out
I
on,
think
guys.
we missed that boat.
I think so. That was like the One Direction, but
Yeah,
now
but
they
you don't
have,
think
like,
they're still
YouTube
covering
stars.
it?
in
no,
there.
we know they're that like 14-year-old you were showing me
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, Ashley, do you know who Jacob Sartorius is?
No.
So Caitlin and I were driving down Wilshire, and we look at the Wiltern, and there's like a massive amount of teenagers there, and it's this 14-year-old boy named Jacob Sartorius, who's pretty much the new Bieber. He has 8.4 million followers, and his songs are so amazing. I love that.
Oh, okay. I gotta check
See,
him
that's
out.
who is in Pop Star or whatever. Pop
Yeah, I'm
He-
telling you, like Harry's too old for these girls. It's so funny because the pop stars of our era, Aaron was like one of our actual age, but most of the guys we liked were in their upper teens. You know, like during their heyday, Justin and Nick were basically 19. You know.
But when I think about Aaron, guys, he really was like the first Bieber, Harry Styles of like today's
yeah.
age, because everyone was in a boy band. Like even his brother, I feel like he was like the first person to be out on his own because he literally blew up.
That's
on his
pretty
own.
crazy
Yeah.
that he was able to do it solo.
Yeah, he did it solo. What was your favorite song on Aaron Carter's
Well,
album?
obviously Aaron's Party. Beep beep.
I like How I Beat Shaq.
You know,
just
well,
because Shaquille
that's so
O'Neal's
you.
in it. It's so
Lauren's favorite
funny.
Aaron songs are current.
Yeah, I mean, I discovered him as like a sexual being like last year. So
Well, what's hilarious is we all have like a weird little story with him. I mean, Ashley, go first.
We do. We need to explain our stories. So Lauren started to go through an Aaron Carter phase about a year and a half ago.
his Fool's Gold album, like
EP?
No, his Fool's Gold music video came out, and I watched it, and I was like, "Who is this creature?" I'm like, "I cannot believe this is Aaron Carter, neck tats and all." And then I became obsessed with him, and I talked about him all the time.
All the time.
I
Like,
talked about
she
him all the
had
time.
him set. I think like she followed him on Twitter or Instagram, and then he followed her back, and she like lost her marbles.
Little did I know that he follows a lot of people back on Twitter, but
No,
it's fine.
but that's
No,
And
he
he's
does not follow that many people on Instagram and
not
Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter. He followed me on Twitter, and I lost my
Okay.
mind.
Oh, okay.
I got to talk about BioClarity because BioClarity has made me so happy and confident lately because my face no longer is dry and flaky and irritated and red because BioClarity is unlike any other traditional acne treatment because it doesn't use benzoyl peroxide. Instead of benzoyl peroxide, it actually has calming ingredients including green tea and chamomile, and it cools and soothes with cucumber and oatmeal kernel extracts. You do your cleansing, then you do your treatment, and then you have your Restore Gel, which leaves your skin feeling smooth and refreshed. But you can't have skin like mine
If you don't use BioClarity.
if you don't use BioClarity.
And the best part is that it smells good because I hate those creams that don't smell good. So,
It doesn't smell like chemicals
Exactly.
because it's so natural. It's bio. It's from Mother Nature. To experience this wonderful product, you're going to have to go to bioclarity.com. Our listeners will get their first month for only $9.95 plus free shipping. You guys, it's like a joke if you don't try it out. It's 100% risk-free money-back guarantee too. So it's not as if you're going to regret this decision of yours, but you do need to enter my code GETIT. That is GETIT. So go to bioclarity.com and enter our code GETIT, GETIT.
Anyways, Lauren loves Aaron Carter.
Lauren loves Aaron Carter, but the funny thing is we actually have the same social media agent. So one time my agent calls me to just talk about some business decision, and then he's like, Aaron says hi. And I hi. And I didn't even realize it was Aaron Carter sitting in the car next to him. And then my sister, LOL, Lauren, is in the background without makeup or something. And she starts jumping around my apartment.
Gets so red. And I go in the back, I go, you can't see what I'm doing.
Can see what she looks like right now.
But I'm mouthing to Asher, I'm like, that's Aaron Carter. And she's like,
mouthing
oh
it.
my God.
And then at first I couldn't comprendo. I was like, what?
Comprendo?
Who? What? Lauren, calm down. And then I looked at my screen again and everything clicked. And then he was really kind of flirty with me.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're so my type. And I just got out of a relationship. And I'm such a relationship guy. Just bear in mind that if we start talking and we're going to go fast. And I was like, oh my God, what the heck? So then,
but you would think Ashley would die for that.
I did like that.
Okay.
I like the sound of that and then he kept talking, he kept talking about how he truly cares for women. He really doesn't, he's not that playboy. Anyway, so everything sounded really good. And then he ended up FaceTiming me a couple times. We were talking pretty regularly for 2 weeks.
Which is so insane
2 weeks.
that you were FaceTiming with
Every
Aaron
time
Carter.
you FaceTime her, I'd get so mad.
Lauren got
You get jealous.
So jealous.
So bad. We weren't sisters for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then what happened was we planned on finally meeting because he was on tour and he wasn't in LA. But then when he finally got back to LA, he was going to pick me up and take me to a fancy restaurant in Malibu. And what happened was I told him the night before. I told him the night before. I go, hey, if tomorrow's not going to work because I know you're flying in tomorrow, let me know a couple hours beforehand. And then the day of, I don't hear anything yet, but I shower and shave, which is the fundamental mistake. Never shower and shave and do your makeup or anything
Before you have a confirmation text.
until you have a confirmation
So
text.
true.
Because then you're jinxing the whole thing. So then I sat on my couch and waited for it. And then I texted him. I was like, are we still on? Nothing. No response until 1 a.m. And then he said, hey, just landed. How you doing? And I was like, what? So then after that, I just wasn't all about it. And I just figured, he's probably more Lauren's type of guy than mine.
So she passed him off to Lauren. Lauren, what's your connection with Aaron?
There's no connection. I
Just being obsessed.
I
and he
just
followed
like
you
him.
on Twitter.
And Naz had a fan moment with
Well,
him.
it's hilarious. So I obviously was obsessed with him. And a couple years ago, 2014, I was in the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel and my best friend got proposed to and we all met there. Her fiance called all of us to meet there. So, we could see her. And so I'm all happy for my friend who just got engaged. And then I just see Aaron at the corner of my eye. And I literally go, oh my God, that's Aaron Carter. But while I said it, he was looking at me and saw my mouth oh my God, that's Aaron Carter. He read my lips and he walked straight up to me.
Oh, that's cute.
And we say hello and we exchange numbers. And he texts me the next day and goes, hey, Naz.
Oh my
And
God.
literally, that is my story with him. I don't even know if I responded or I may have just been like, hey, nothing happened after that. But anyways, we're going to call him. I'm not going to bring it up, but it's just hilarious that we all
She's
have
not
a
gonna
little
bring
thing
it up.
with
And
Aaron.
I'm not going to bring this up either. And I just want to say, no bad blood. I was super hung up on Jared Stills before my last season of Paradise. I was all on the Jared train. I was going to Paradise. I wasn't in the
She
place
was
to be
the
dating
dog in
anyway.
Up.
Yeah.
You know the dog that goes squirrel?
I was
Jared?
Jared. I was like,
Where's
Aaron?
Jared?
Oh, Jared. Yeah.
Anyway.
So before we call Aaron, we need to take a minute to talk about our sponsor, FabFitFun, because they, like Aaron, are pretty freaking fab. I mean, it's in their name. This season's box, the summer box, I get 4 boxes each year, 1 for every season. This box was so good, the one for the summer, because it helped me discover this amazing sunscreen. And it just seems like every time I get a new FabFitFun box, I find a new favorite product that I will continue to buy for pretty much the rest of my life. So this one, it's the sunscreen. Last time it was the exfoliant. You will always find multiple treasures in your FabFitFun box. And if you are not yet familiar and you want to familiarize yourself with FabFitFun, then head over to www.fabfitfun.com and you will get the box with all these full-size products for $39.99 if you use our code GETIT, that is GETIT. That's a $10 off code. It's normally $49.99 for a box that is actually full of $200 worth of products. But you get it for $39.99.
Yeah, guys, it's only $40 and you're getting so much stuff. Like you're literally getting $200 worth of stuff to your door.
Yes. Just use our code GETIT, GETIT, and that is at fabfitfun.com. The code is one word. All right, you guys, it's time to dial them in. Let's do it.
Here we go. I can't believe we're calling Aaron Carter. What is life right now?
What's up, y'all?
Oh my
What's up,
God,
you little-
I'm so-
What's up, you little goody two-shoe bachelor girls?
Oh my God, you're so funny. Aaron, I've been wanting to talk to you and meet you for like over a year now, and I saw you at Wango Tango in the gifting suite, and I chickened the fuck out.
Why would you do that?
Because you were with your girlfriend,
you.
and I just felt like, I'm not going to interrupt you. I'll just like admire you from afar. And what if I met you and you weren't as spectacular as I make you seem in my mind?
Well, I'm actually disappointed because I would have loved to say hi to you.
Oh
and
my God.
I obviously know Ashley very well. And
Yeah.
She's a doll.
Thanks.
And she she's a freaking doll, and she respects her body, and I have so much appreciation for that.
Oh my
Way to go,
gosh.
Ashley.
Wow. Aaron, thank you for appreciating that. You are honestly one of the
overheating.
few guys I've ever heard say that to me.
Well, that's because they're a bunch of douches.
Yeah. See?
Probably
you gotta
right.
get a Carter.
They're just people who probably aren't ready to settle down in a relationship and be committed and respect that you are holding out for marriage and something that you grew up with that is meaningful to you and to your morals.
Hey, Aaron, speaking of relationships, you love being in relationships. You
I
are
do,
a relationship
absolutely.
guy.
I am. I love to be in a committed relationship and be a faithful man. That's what I do.
Now, Aaron, I follow you and your girlfriend on Instagram, and I see that you guys are always together. Can you tell us your little meet cute? How'd you guys meet?
Well, we met because she's a celebrity photographer. Her name's at Mad Pics on Instagram. So she's a celebrity photographer, and she reached out to me. She's like, I got a couple covers that are interested in shooting you. And I looked at her stuff, and I was like, oh my God, she's beautiful. She's just my type. I wonder if this could work. So then I started FaceTiming her before I even met her for 3 days. And then when I was on the road, before I even met her, because I met her through DMs on Instagram.
Okay.
So
You
and then
slid
I
in
was
that
like,
DM.
She slid in the DM.
Yes,
She
yes.
slid.
She started it. I didn't. So if someone's gonna start it, I'll finish it.
Now,
so.
was she a fan of yours before you started talking to her?
Absolutely. Yeah, she was. Absolutely. And, but she was really cool about it. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Like, I wonder if, she's a good girl. So I FaceTime with her, and then I got back to LA, and then I made sure that I courted her. I took her out to Moon Shadows, took her out to a really nice dinner. And, I was really respectful. I told her, I said, I don't want to be hooking up. I don't want to be doing nothing like that. I want to respect my body too. And I've done things differently that I want to try to do differently in this relationship. So.
Awesome.
This
That's
is
so lovely.
I'm very jealous. And wait,
You're a rare bird.
you
Yeah.
have such a type. What's your type?
My type is kind of edgy, grungy, tattoos, you know what I mean?
Dark
She's
hair.
got to have dark hair.
She has black hair. Yeah.
Have you ever dated a blonde before?
Other than Hillary Duff.
Nope.
Lauren,
Okay.
you're screwed.
Goodbye. No.
Is it because
No, I haven't. But that's because the blonde girls have always been a little bit not my type personally.
Yeah, I get
Like,
it.
so-
totally get
I
it.
feel like because you're so light, you got the blue. You got blue eyes or brown
No,
eyes?
he's
You got
brown eyes.
Well, you know what, guys, and I respect you guys so much. You know I'm Lebanese, right? You know I have a Lebanese tattoo on the side of my left body.
That's so nutty that you can be like so fair and be Lebanese.
So let me ask you this. How do your female fans react to Madison? Her name's Madison, right?
You know what? They're really supportive. We got some people, a lot of people. Actually, we have a lot of girls that are hating on her, and you know, it's kind of new for her.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You know, I'm going to be 30 years old. You know, Ashley can understand that, and Lauren, you're a little younger. You know, so like,
got a couple more years.
Yeah, you got a couple more years before, like, it's, you know, you should be settling down, in my opinion. But I like opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, so.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Does she?
I honestly, like, I gotta tell you guys, I watch both of you guys. I like stalk your stuff all the time.
Stop.
Like, I do all the time. Like,
you're so kind.
Ashley, I have a little bit more respect for because of how she carries herself, and not saying I don't have any respect for you, Lauren, because I absolutely do. Okay.
Thank you.
So okay, but Ashley does things a little bit differently. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
sure.
I never want her to think I'm like creeping or being weirdo, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just supporting, and you know, I love both of you guys. Have like an awesome relationship, and it's cool to see siblings getting along in this industry because I'm not really used to that kind of stuff. You know?
Well, it is very cool to hear that you follow us on stuff, and it's making me really think, like, why didn't we work out, Aaron? You're such a catch.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe you didn't believe me.
So funny. Wait, Aaron, so I have a question. I'm their friend Naz. What, you said you're not really used to that stuff. So, like, what do you mean by that?
Used to what?
Like, siblings getting along and stuff.
Oh, well, I just mean, like, because, you know, my brother and I have, like, kind of a different relationship. I don't get to spend as much time with him as I'd like to, like you guys get to do together. So, but I'm kind of just doing my own thing, you know. The sooner or later is gold already in 3 months.
That's
67
really good.
67 million spins on Spotify in 3 months. Over 250 million worldwide just on that one song. So it's probably already platinum.
Yeah, the Riot remix, I literally listen to it every morning. It's amazing.
Dearly Departed is my favorite song
you.
of all time.
And you know what? And I get to produce my music too. The whole EP, I got to co-produce on it. I got to write it, and I got to be real and tell a story that was about my life and who I am. You know, and I put a lot of love into it, and I went through, like, my whole EP, guys, is about my ex-girlfriend who was in the music video.
Yeah,
that
she
was
was
my next question.
About how she didn't love me. She did not love me. She did not put me on Instagram. She was ashamed of me. You will always hear me repeating things, like in Dearly Departed, it's called Dearly Departed. So, meaning, dear, my ex-girlfriend Lee departed.
Oh.
That's so interesting.
That's crazy.
So that's why I'm really clever with words. And if people don't understand, my great uncle is William Shakespeare.
What?
No
way. How is this not a fact out there on the internet?
How do you know?
Because my grandfather was a genealogist for 61 years of his life and traced back our heritage.
That's so awesome.
Wait, you guys heard it
is
here
so
first. That's
cool. We have an
amazing.
exclusive, I feel. Do you tell many people this?
I don't, actually. No,
my
I
God.
don't think I've ever told anyone this, actually.
Wait,
We'll
so,
tease that.
Aaron, what was it like having your ex in the music video?
And why did you choose that? You guys were still dating at the time?
Well, actually, it was really weird because she wanted, first of all, she wanted to be paid for it, and it was Valentine's Day that we shot the video. And she wrote in a book, like, for me, for Valentine's Day, you make me want to be a better blank. She wrote, you make me want to be a better performer.
And how did you feel about that?
I felt weird because she was my dancer for 2 years before that. And we were dating that whole time. And then all of her friends and parents were like, "Oh, Aaron Carter's a crackhead, a meth head, and he's skinny. He's probably dying. You know what I mean? You should probably get out of this." Like, everybody body shames me all the time because I'm skinny. But, like, I'm out here meeting with, like, you know, big fashion people who want to sign me to agencies because I am skinny. So, I mean, it's like just like back off of me. Like, men
I think you
don't
look
really
great.
dress that very
I would
much.
never think you're like underweight at all. I think you have a great body. You also have like crazy abs. Like an unhealthy person doesn't have abs like that.
Well, thanks. That just like made me smile.
Well, Lauren also loves the skinny boy look. She like loves the look that you have.
Is body shaming a recent thing? Like, we know you were hospitalized like a week ago. Did it come from that?
No, actually, that came from a different situation that legally I'm not allowed to talk about yet. because I was in the hospital for something that something that happened to me. So, but legally, I can't talk about that right now. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, that's okay. Are you okay?
It has nothing to do with body shaming. Yeah, I will recover. Let's just say that a lot of people have a lot of hate towards me, and I'm just trying to promote love, and I'm trying to tell people, like, promote music that is real to me and that I identify with. No different than people like Bob Marley. Like, his identity was his music and his locks, his dreadlocks. My identity is my tattoos and what I do in music as well. And also, love is the most important thing, because I've experienced a lot of loss of love, a lot of trauma. I lost my dad 4 weeks ago.
I know, we're so sorry.
I lost my sister 4 years ago, and then my dad died right before her, like a week and a half before her birthday, June 6th.
It was heartbreaking.
So like,
so
you know,
sad
and I
for
wrote
you.
this song. I produced this song for my dad called Champion, so that's going to be on the album. And it's an amazing record. It's got the last voicemail my dad ever left for me. I put it in the song.
Man.
And then I had my 2 sisters that are alive. I had them send me voice notes saying, "I love you, Dad." And I made it, I melodined them with my co-producer, so it sounds like they go, "I love you, Dad," in the beat. So
That is so dope.
So I just, I wanted them to be a part of this song for our father. So,
Aaron, we know you get a lot of hate, and we just cannot. That's one thing we don't get.
No,
we love you,
I feel
and
like you
whoever's
ooze
hating on you,
love.
I
I
want
really
to say,
do.
go fuck yourself. Like, why is anyone hating on you?
You're like the most upbeat, happy,
I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I'm the wannabe Justin Bieber, or
No.
but the difference
You weren't
the
here
difference is
before
You were
that.
here before Bieber. This makes me
I
so
was
angry.
performing before he was born.
Yes.
Yes, we all
Isn't
know.
that a crazy fact? Before he was born.
Before he came out of a vagina.
I sold 10 million records before he was birthed.
God. Aaron, how are you dealing with all this emotionally? I feel like you've gone through so much in the past year. Like, do you feel like this is helping your music? Is it harder to write music with everything that you've been going through?
No. I drown myself in sorrow and in music, so that it's my rehabilitation.
That's nice.
That's a good outlet to have.
Yeah, that's my therapy. So.
What's your most meaningful tattoo? Speaking of meaning, and then speaking of your identity, you said was partially in your tattoo.
Right on the side of my neck, and I put it on. I tattooed that on the side of my neck when I was broken up with Lee for 4 weeks, and I tattooed it on the side of my neck. And then she's like, "You got to get rid of that, blah 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 blah." And I said, "No, I got this because you don't love me, and I'm putting it on my jugular because you're making me feel like you're killing me."
This is the girl that was in the music video.
Yep.
Wow.
So, Aaron, when you guys ended, were you very heartbroken over this?
I spent about 10 months in severe depression, and I isolated myself. I wasn't really on socials or anything. I mean, I was just kind of like prepping for the album with Sony, and the EP came out, so Sony's going to pick up the option. But last year I was just very depressed, and I was really sad. And I would send her messages like, I want to try to work this out. And she's like, "Oh, you're not going to like the kind of girl that I am now." Like,
What? That's unattractive.
Wow.
So, and I'm like, okay. Like, I got those emails.
Well, you have such a great girl now. It looks like you guys are completely in love. Do you think she's the absolute one? I'm sure she's probably next to you right now anyway.
No, she's actually not. But yeah, I absolutely do. Yeah, I absolutely am. I'm super confident in that. And that's because I stand by my morals, and I'm going to be a good man. I'm going to be a good father. I want to be a good person. And I want to raise my kids, to do what they want. And, I'm going to be 30 years old. So it's like, I live my life. I'm not a partier. I don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
I smoke weed. I don't drink at all. I hate it. I can't stand it. All my friends will tell you that. They one of my friends told me like last night, I'm in New York City. He's like, one of my best friends, Patrick Toussaint, he's like, "You never come out with us." And I'm like, "All right, fine. I'll go out." And I was there for 45 minutes. I said what up to the DJ, and then I left.
It sounds
Had
like
a
you get
water
along
and
with
I
us so well.
I
Because
know.
all we want to do is
stay home.
Postmates delivery and eat and talk and not drink and never
Right.
go out.
Those environments
Oh,
are
yeah,
never going to be fun unless.
I got the Postmate card too.
Yeah. You need to hang out with us. We literally did a podcast about how people pressure you to drink, and we're like, how does that make you have more fun? Like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, and don't be trying to do it to my girlfriend or anybody around me, because I don't condone it. So, and I will stop it.
So she doesn't drink either.
Well, she drinks a lot less. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. It's interesting that you're talking about this today because we had one of our other Bachelor guy friends come on the podcast yesterday. Not sure if this is going to air before or after, but he was talking about basically wanting to wait until he was 40 to get married and then marry like a 30-year-old because he said he wasn't going to know himself emotionally enough until he was at the age of 40. And now I'm listening to you and you're like ready to do the family and get married right away. Is it frustrating to you to live in this culture that's just so much different and non-traditional than what we kind of grew up having parents
It's
who were
very
traditional?
frustrating. It's very frustrating.
Does that make
It's very
sense?
frustrating because absolutely, it's super frustrating. I had parents that were together for 29 years and then they divorced after 29 years and it broke my heart.
Yeah.
And then the day I found out was the day I did my MTV Cribs episode and I had to go show off the whole house to MTV Cribs when I just got told all of this was going away.
Oh my God.
An hour before. And so I had to go and I had to lie and say, here's our house, here's our boats, wearing my Tupac shirt, here's my car, here's these cars. But all of the stuff was getting taken away and I knew it. And I still was forced by my parents to go do that.
Oh, that sucks.
Aaron, like the fact that you've come out of like all of this stuff, you've dealt with like so much emotionally. I feel like you should be like so proud of yourself. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you survived.
I mean,
you're
I
an
had to file- I had
amazing
to
human
file-
being, and
guys,
you're still killing it.
guys,
and
I
slaying.
had to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy because when I turned 18 years old, my parents stole millions of dollars from me, and I got hit with $6 million of liens, and I was able to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy because I went and I worked my ass off. And I showed to New York City. I worked in Kathy Russell was the producer who believed in me, one of the first people who believed in me about 10 years ago. And I came to New York City and I did the Fantastics for 2 years straight. And I was completely accountable.
I love that show.
And I was completely accountable. I was the star of the show and I was never late. And she gave me the opportunity to get my life back. And a booking agent came and said, hey, I want to put you on tour. I said, great. I had this idea that's like a nostalgic idea called the After Party Tour based off of Aaron's party. So it's called the After Party Tour.
That's cute.
So,
Right.
And then I put that together and then I was able to raise the funds to file for my Chapter 7 bankruptcy that my parents put me in.
So you
So
have to
it still
raise,
costs
you
me
have to
money.
have a certain amount of money in order to file bankruptcy?
I had to have at least $250,000 to file the
That
bankruptcy.
is so bizarre.
Wow.
I never knew.
to
that.
pay for I had to pay for forensic accountants, tax specialists, forensic attorneys, tax attorneys, and a main litigator.
Wow.
Insane. We should do an I don't get bankruptcy.
I have a question. How did the bankruptcy affect your relationship with your parents?
I have no relationship with my parents. I have no relationship with any of my siblings except for my brother a little bit, but that's it.
Wow. So you just, after that, you just couldn't, you just was like,
And the
no.
only one I have a relationship, actually, the most solid relationship I have in my family is with my twin sister, Angel. She's a doll. So.
Wow. That's interesting. How have you managed to be so positive like through all of this?
Because I believe in God, and I believe that, I believe in forgiveness, and that's what Jesus Christ died on the cross for, was forgiveness. So that's what I represent, is my belief in God and my belief in myself, and I always, trying to ask for forgiveness and doing right by the Lord, and that's it.
Did you always feel that way? Like, did you grow up with religion in the house, or did you find it on your own?
I found it on my own when I was 10 years old. I grew up on my own. I was on the road on my own.
Wow. You've grown up so fast too. I mean, in front of all of our eyes. It's crazy. And I feel like it's so exciting to have you back on Spotify and have you releasing new music with your new EP. What is your what's next for you after this?
Well, the EP's out, and then the album is coming out soon. So, and I already
nice.
did I re-recorded and reproduced with my co-producer, I Want Candy, and it might be the next single.
Oh my God.
Naz's pop.
My eyes just got so
By the way,
big.
you guys just got the exclusive. You guys just got the exclusive for that.
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
I mean, I really think that
And
could be
I
a
Want Candy.
hit.
I Want Candy has an. I put an EDM drop in it with my co-producer. I do all drops.
Oh, but I'm literally
I think this is
freaking
it.
out
This
right
is-
now.
this is it.
This is what I'm going to box to every morning.
So do you have any music videos in the works, or is your now girlfriend going to be in that music
Sooner
video?
or Later is done. I directed all my videos. I just got finished doing Sooner or Later. I directed that video as well, and it's done.
Great. So when are we going to be in your next music video?
I was just in a music video for the
gotta
first
do is
time
pick the song.
yesterday.
Pick. Why don't you guys be in Let Me Let You Go?
Okay.
Okay.
Let you go. You got that body. Don't let me let you go. That song. You guys
I'm
can be in
like
that video.
I
freaking
like
out
it
right now.
already.
If you want. It's up to you guys.
Are you
So
kidding?
Of course we do.
100%.
Oh my God, this is my life.
I would love it if you guys would do that. So everyone listening, may confirm. So
Getting ready. So how long are we gonna bleach our hair for? I love it, by the way.
how long? What?
Are you gonna bleach your hair for?
Oh, I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm just gonna. I gotta get another touch up and get my lines done and everything.
It
Get my
looks
face
so
done.
good.
So
How often do you have to touch up?
it's got to be done like every week.
Yeah, because you got to keep getting the fade on the side, and you got to re-bleach it.
Yep. So that's right.
Should we play a little Would You Rather game with Aaron?
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Do you have ones in your head?
No, but but I will come up with them.
Classic
Wait, first off,
Ashley.
okay.
I have one.
Okay, go for it.
It's really gross, Aaron. I hope you're okay with this.
I'm ready.
Would you rather smell a fart for the rest of your life or smell like a fart and have everyone around you smell you, but you wouldn't be able to smell yourself? Does that make sense?
Oh, I would rather just be able to smell my own fart.
Yeah.
So you'd smell
you
your...
get used to
You
it.
guys would smell your own fart
Yes!
the rest of your
Are
life?
you joking? Oh my God, how embarrassing to
So
smell everywhere you go.
versus smelling like a fart to everybody around. That's what
No one
you're
wants
But
to
you
be
wouldn't
around you.
smell it.
Who gives a shit? No one wants to be around you.
So
then.
you guys care more about what other people think about you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you would get nowhere
Like,
in life if you smelled like a fart.
I could just be hiding my farts and cupping them and throwing them away.
That's hilarious.
Did you ever get jealous of Nick when you were little? Like, did you ever want to be part of a boy band?
No, never. And it's funny because I had Dream Street open up for me for many years, and they had Jesse McCourtney or whatever
We
his
would
name
love
is.
that. We love Jesse McCartney. You and him were kind of like almost secret rivals. I feel is that
No,
totally
I don't
BS?
like Jesse. I don't like Jesse McCartney.
As
So.
like a human being or his like music?
A little bit of both, but I don't care. So
I love how open you are. Do you know, like, this whole podcast is about, like, saying everything that you shouldn't say out loud?
You shouldn't say out loud. Wait, Aaron.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. That's just how I am.
Can
Yeah,
I just have to say this? Like, when you made out with Lizzie McGuire, I was angry for days.
You mean
Or
on the
kissed.
show?
When you kissed Lizzie McGuire on under the mistletoe.
You're not. I've heard that from millions of people.
I literally, like, for 2 weeks shut down. My mom was like, "You're not
I was
yourself."
like, this is a bad move for Lizzie McGuire's show.
I was so angry. I, like, didn't watch her show for
Well,
a
that
while.
was like when Justin made out with the girl in Model Behavior. I threw
It was
up.
the worst.
It was
I
like, this
threw
is
up.
the
I
episode
got
where they kissed.
physically
Yeah.
sick.
And what are the album
Well,
brochures?
and then when I was younger, guys, I was 13 years old. Okay, when I supposedly cheated on Hillary, but
Oh my God.
what happened was,
What
happened was, okay, what happened was, all right, what had happened was,
What had
catch me
happened
outside.
was-
What had happened was, when I was 13 years old, I went to the Lowe's Hotel, all right, and we were all underage drinking, okay, and I was with all of her friends, and she wasn't even there, and everyone was playing a kissing game, and one of her friends came up to me and kissed me, and all her friends called her and said, "Oh, Aaron cheated on you," and then she broke up with me.
Eh?
She grabbed my face. Her friends, they were all drunk, and they grabbed my face and did it, and then, like, I woke up the next day and I was like, I don't even know what happened. Like, I'm 13 years old. I should be like, what the heck?
That's insane.
Like,
I would have totally forgiven you.
Wait, Aaron,
Oh,
we're
yeah, you-
like,
fans?
but it's all right. It's all right. Obviously, she wanted to
There
go
was a
be with
miscommunication.
Benji or Joel or whoever it was, and you know what? It's fine. And then she got with Mike and had her kid, and I wish her all the best of luck in life. I just don't want anything to do with that. I have a beautiful woman who I'm in love with, and I respect her.
I love this. This is amazing.
You're
Wait,
so
do you have any
great. You're a
crazy
dream.
girl fan stories from like your first album? Like, did anyone
Oh
jump
yeah.
on you?
So when I was in Brazil, I did Rock in Rio de Janeiro for a million people. I performed for a million people at Rock in Rio de Janeiro, and there was about 25,000 girls of my fans waiting outside the hotel, and this girl scaffolded up 47 flights to get in my room. She came into my room.
Shut the
Wait,
she
what's
ripped
a
out my
scaff?
hair.
You know,
She
they're
ripped
like
out
from
my
the
scaffolding.
outside.
She ripped out my hair. She was like, and I grabbed my hair, ripped it out, and ran out the room. And I was like, oh my God, I'm 10. What the hell just happened? She scaffolded the building and came in through the balcony where I was throwing paper
I
airplanes
was going to say,
out to
how
the
did you
fans.
get into the
I
building?
feel like you don't have a game plan when you're like climbing up. Like, what are you going to do when you get inside?
She
Like, I guess I'm
climbed
going
up
to rip his hair
47
out.
flights.
She was like
47
Brazilian
flights.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Holy
Well, if that's
shit.
one of your stories, you must have a ton. Share another one. That was too good to let this go.
When I was 13 years old, I was picked to open up for Michael Jackson, and 2001 September 9th and September 10th. We all left the morning of September 11th. I saw the World Trade Centers get hit with my own eyes because I was staring at them. I was staring at them in the Hudson when we were all leaving the morning because the limousine got a flat tire, and I was staring at the buildings, and then I watched it with my own eyes. I watched the plane before it hit the building, and then I watched it hit the building with my own eyes across the Hudson in Newark. So, and then I've
It's crazy everyone remembers where they were.
I've recorded some amazing music. I was picked. So Michael Jackson picked Usher, Beyonce, Luther Vandross, Aaron Carter, and Nick Carter.
I was actually looking at these pictures of you and Nick and Michael Jackson together, and I was like,
the song is called "What More Can I Give?" It's a charity song Michael Jackson did. He picked 6 artists.
That's insane.
That is an honor.
What is like Michael Jackson like? What was he like?
He was my best friend. I mean, he also left me a lot of things, and gave me a lot of very important things that are meaningful that I'll never get rid of. That's all I'm going to say.
That's
wow,
so special.
That's incredible.
And you guys are going to find out about that soon. I just was gifted something by him too recently.
Wow.
So.
Good for you, Aaron. That's
Did
amazing.
you ever write anything with him? Did you guys ever like jam out to like create your own
We
stuff?
worked on some music, but Michael taught me how to. He was teaching me how to dance, and he was teaching me how to sing through all the stuff that he learned through Seth Riggs, and I just spent a lot of time with him in Neverland. Actually, I lived in Santa Ynez, in a place called Santa Ynez, where Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch was, and I lived only a mile away from his house. We had a 150-acre ranch and a 10,000 square foot one-leveled house right next door to him.
Wow, I remember seeing pictures of you from Neverland, or at least talking.
You'll see pictures. Like I had a lunchbox with me on a dirt bike, a green dirt bike, and that's where it was.
And I'm sure everyone made it like perverted.
The Aaron's Party cover that was shot in my bedroom, in Santa Ynez.
Wow.
That's so cool. So
that
the
was
American
on my
flag
wall
cover.
growing up.
how did you guys first get connected?
We got connected to this amazing guy named Raffles. So he was Michael's right-hand man for many, many years, and I'm still very much in touch with him. He's a very credible, amazing human being. So,
Wow.
and he's the executor of the estates of Michael Jackson. So, and Prince and Whitney Houston.
It's amazing. Do you feel like he has inspired your music now at all?
What's that? Sorry.
Do you feel like Michael's inspired the music that you're coming out with now?
Oh, absolutely. He told me I'm the Prince of Pop. I broke his Guinness Book of World Records when I was 9 years old for being the youngest male solo artist to have 4 singles in the top 10 Billboard charts at the same time, and I think I still am.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
You should change your Instagram handle to Prince of Pop, because you are.
Absolutely.
You fucking are,
Please do.
Aaron. You fucking are.
We are going to post this podcast as Ashley,
of
Naz,
Pop.
and Lauren talk to the Prince of Pop.
Yeah.
Amazing.
A
Oh
real
my
life
God.
prince.
Well, now it's my duty to become the king because he's not here.
Oh,
But
it
I
is
don't
your
want to take
duty.
his throne because he still has his throne. So I'll just be the Prince of Pop like he told me. So
Love it. Aaron, so you told us that your album's coming out soon. Do you have a date that you want to tell us, or a month that we should look forward to?
but probably towards the end of the year.
Okay. We're
The-
so
the-
excited.
that's when all the good records come out.
We're loving your EP. It's really
And
our
shout
favorite.
out to before we end, guys. I want to give a shout out to Sony Records, and I want to give a shout out to Steve Zapp and all the radio and everybody that's been playing. I've been getting tons of ads, and it's been incredible. I just can't believe what's happening, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful for you guys sharing this interview with your fans and being so supportive. It means a lot to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We love
Your
you.
career trajectory is so cool to see.
Yeah.
Well, that means a lot. So.
You're the
That'd be
greatest.
fun.
You're the nicest.
Yeah.
You're the most talented.
We love having you on. You guys,
You're
listen
like-
to Sooner or Later, Fool's Gold.
We'd
Dearly
love to have
Departed.
you
You
in
guys got my
studio
number.
one day with
you guys,
us.
You guys got my number. Call me, and I'll do podcasts with you whenever you want. Just
Yeah,
call
when
me
you're
and
in
I'm ready.
LA, come over. So the sound quality is really good.
Yeah, we'll smoke
Okay,
weed
yeah,
and hang out on the
I'll
couch.
be back. I'll be back in about 6 days. I got a show with ASAP Ferg and ASAP Rocky coming up on July 1st in Virginia. It's called the Shag Fest. And then I have a 4th of July show where I'm opening up for Big Sean. So, and then I'll be
Very
back.
cool.
That's amazing.
All right, well,
All right.
we'll see you when you get back.
Okay,
Thank
I
you
love
so
girls.
much.
Be
All right,
safe.
love
God
you.
bless.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, well, that was awesome. Can't wait to have him back. You guys, let us know what you thought of today's episode and what you want to know the next time Aaron comes back.
This is crazy, and I can't wait to listen to the I Want Candy EDM. I'm literally dying.
So tweet at us. It's at Ashley Ico.
Or at Naz Perez.
Or
at Lauren AI.
Yeah.
Why do you say
We
it like
do
that?
love your feedback.
All right, guys, we need to talk about the fact that we were just on the phone with Aaron Carter, and we're going to be in his music video.
Oh, yeah, Lauren, you are also so cool. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Really?
You nailed it, Lauren.
You're cool collected.
Thank you. I got a little nervous because you guys kept talking, and I was like, I don't know what I should say next, but I enjoyed just listening to him talk
What do you
anyway.
mean? I thought you talked plenty.
Yeah, you talked
okay,
a lot.
good.
Yeah, and he,
That was good.
loves you, even though he respects me more.
Yeah, I know.
That was so weird.
I'm like, Aaron, like, you don't really know me. I don't really know what you're basing off of. I'm
She
pretty...
also doesn't post Instagram.
I don't really post on Instagram, and my Insta stories are usually about you, so you should respect me a lot more than Ashley. But anyway, I still took it as a compliment.
It's just
too
a religious
funny.
thing, I think.
It's too funny.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, you guys, before we leave, I do want to share one funny story just because Laura and I just experienced this, and it's like classic Ashley. Like, nothing in this world describes my situation in life romantically than what just happened.
Okay, what
All right.
happened?
All right, so Lauren goes and walks our dog all the time outside, up and down our street.
outside.
So she sees this guy, so much my type, like very like Wilmer Valderrama.
Yeah.
Who else is he like?
Adrian Grenier.
Adrian
surprisingly.
Grenier.
Oh my God.
Like also very
Like
Dominic Cooper.
Brown, wavy, curly-ish hair,
Latino
lighter
looking.
eyes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
you're
I hate
type.
to lie.
He's tall. He's sitting outside. I go up to him. I say, "Hey."
She keeps calling him my husband.
Yeah, I'm
She
like, your
refers-
husband's across the street.
He
And I go
lives
up
across
to
the
him
street.
while I'm walking Gergie, and I'm like,
After passing him many times,
yeah.
we
I go,
finally went
I'm
up
like,
to
you know,
him.
I'm just going to say something because this could be your husband. So I go, are you gay? Because we live in West Hollywood, so I just assumed that. And then he goes,
he's a handsome man in
no,
West
why? I go, okay, next question. Are you single? He goes, I'm not single. I go, oh, okay, well, my sister would love you, but worth a shot. Bye. So
Yeah.
then now we say hi to each other. We say hi to each other. He's always outside.
So yesterday, So today, I was out walking with Gergie, and I see him sitting in his normal spot. And I was like, oh my God, this is my time. This is my time to like walk by him. And thank God I have makeup on. So this is great. So then, but he's sitting next to a girl. And I was like, oh, okay, that's probably the girlfriend. But then I walk by and he says, good morning. And I go, hey. And then, hey.
Notice how her voice gets a little bit higher.
Hey. So apparently,
I always do
scientifically,
that.
you're supposed to go down with guys.
Oh,
I think it's
I always go
sexier.
down, yeah.
Wait,
But,
really?
yeah, I read this article recently that was like guys of today like a deeper voice, but back in the 50s and mid-century, they liked that Marilyn Monroe wispy light voice.
If I got any deeper, I'd be Morgan
I
Freeman.
know.
I'd be like, your Batmobile is in the cave, Bruce Wayne.
Fantastic.
So,
Terrific.
Anyway,
Terrific.
I'm walking
Outstanding.
by and I see the girl that is sitting next to him is Emmanuel Shrieky.
Sloan from
Entourage. Every
Oh,
guy's dream
Every
girl.
guy's
God.
dream girl. Like for the entire decade of the 2000s, whenever I'd ask any guy who's your celebrity crush, they'd be like, I don't really know her name, but Sloan from Entourage.
Yeah.
That is your
Ashley-
life.
Ashley
That is your
walks
life.
in and
But
she goes,
wait.
so I found out who my husband's girlfriend is, Emmanuel Shrieky. I'm like, no way, because we knew she lived in that building too, because we saw her outside.
Yeah,
and then
so-
we see him outside, and they're always together. So then I look up Emmanuel Shrieky's boyfriend, and that is him.
Oh,
They are
How
together.
my
crazy is that?
God.
So it's funny. Lauren saw Emmanuel out there months ago. Then I ended up interviewing her on some red carpet. And I go, do you live on so-and-so street? And she was like, I'm not going to say that on camera.
But, yeah.
but yes, we had seen her out there
That's
before.
hilarious.
And
That
then
is so
there it
your
is.
life.
And I cannot believe that there's so many pictures out on the internet
Yeah, they've
with
been
them
together for
together.
like 2 years, and like they want to adopt a child together.
They're so hot.
Yeah,
So
so it's
anyway,
a great story.
funny
I love
story.
that story. Wait, can we just talk about real quick on the reception that we've gotten on our Ghostbusters segment?
Oh, yes.
I know.
Last podcast, guys, thank you so much. We definitely want to keep doing it every month. So please send us DM messages or messages on Twitter to Ashley's Twitter account. And yeah, we're definitely going to be doing Ghostbusters again.
Yeah,
For
these two, Lauren and Naz, they check their Instagram DMs. I normally don't. But if you really want to share a story, DM one of them.
Our
And-
Instagram, Lauren, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Lauren AI.
And mine's Naz Perez.
Is it
N-A-Z.
Lauren AI or is it Lauren
It's
Ico?
Lauren AI.
Lauren AI.
They'll be searching for other stories. And if you do want to be connected with your ghost, make sure it's a guy that like will respond, because obviously this is only going to work if it's a two-way thing.
And I can normally reach out and see if they'll be willing to.
Yeah,
because the last
to.
guy we did was, so you never know.
Yeah.
And also, you never know. We might have Ashley call someone that's ghosted Ashley one day.
I think I was recently ghosted for the very first time.
But we'll save that.
Yeah.
So you guys have to tune in next podcast to find out.
Yes. Love you guys. Thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Podcast.